Welcome back, color computer fans. This is Tira CD Retro Programming with you for another video. And I want to tell you that I'm really enjoying this experience that I've had over the past several years with this computer. It just keeps getting better. It's like a gift that keeps on giving. And now I'm on the VCC platform. And I had a little bit of trouble getting my files that were in DMKs onto VCC because apparently VCC does not recognize the DMK format for some reason. And I looked in the manual and it specifically says that it's looking for DSK files. It does not recognize DMKs, but it will create DMKs, which is strange. So I watched a video, and I want to give credit to whoever it was that made that video, but I can't remember his name. Ken someone. A Canadian guy, and the video was sent to me by my friend Curtis here, and so I watched it, and I got the drives mounted right away. That wasn't too hard, and of course I went right into trying to load my Tira CD GP. They're all in DMKs, and that's when the problems started. And so I tried various ways and nothing was working, and I just said fine. And so what I actually ended up doing is that I now have Xroar on my desktop. I have Tira CD GP on my desktop, and I have VCC all sitting on my desktop. So I said, well, let's try Xroar because GP only does DMKs. So let's try Xroar. I booted up Xroar, which I haven't used in years. But that's what I was using prior to GP. So thankfully, Xroar recognizes DMKs. So I just stuck a DMK in one drive and a blank disk floppy in another. And the thing is that these emulators are all very different. Okay, so I had to get blank disks from the archive, the 158K specifically. And there was also a 180, and I had to figure out which one to use. It's actually the 158K. Every time you have to stick a blank disk in and rename it, and then I did a backup. I just literally, if you watch my screen, all you do is you type backup 0 to 1. And say if your hard copy is in drive 0, it'll back everything up to drive 1. And that's all I had to do. Press enter, it copies the entire directory over. Then I ejected it, stuck it in VCC, and it worked. So my second problem was, when I ran the game, the joystick wouldn't work. So I was like, oh God, now what? So I had the joystick in, was working fine on GP, and VCC wouldn't recognize it. It was coming up with all kinds of numbers, like 45 and 23 and all these weird numbers, and I did a joystick test, and it wasn't moving, but it would come up with weird numbers. And come to find out, I remembered from that same video that you have to configure your joystick. These simulators are all different. So we need to be using the right joystick port for games. And I just configured the USB. It was very simple. I'm using a gamepad, which everyone should be using by now. In my opinion, the 8-direction D-pad with a button. I don't know if VCC has 2 buttons. I don't know. I'm not that far into it yet, but finally got the joystick to work. So before I talk about anything else, um, I want to run Ulysses, and I have to make sure here that line 45 is poked to 65,497, which is double speed. And that's the whole reason for putting it on this platform. I never thought I was going to get this done. I mean, I started messing around with this yesterday, and I just finally got it figured out today. And I'm glad to be done with it. Okay? So, anyways, the main reason for putting it on this platform is to get the double speed, and also to start experimenting with the high-res graphics, which I already have been doing. But until now, I didn't have disk access. And I don't know, when I press LLIST, where does it go? Does anybody know where that goes to? How do you print the text file? That's the next thing I need to know. And I don't know if I have a manual for VCC. Yeah, I do. The closest thing I could find was Bitbanger and I didn't spell it right, Bitbanger. I don't know why I'm getting all these crazy things on here. Banger. And that apparently has something to do with output, but I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be using for the LLIST. Is all I care about. And Bitbanger does something with output, but I don't know if it handles LLIST. I need an answer from somebody. Or I'll have to. There's relatively very little information on the internet about anything like creating DMKs, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm having a hard time with this, but I'm past the hurdle. And the other strange thing is, and I'm not going to do it now, and this was another anomaly that I was like, what the hell is going on here? When you type width 80, which is what I like to program in now, and if you do this and you try to run, like, now this, I didn't know, I had no idea here. Let's list 1 to 10 and look at this. We're not even there yet. Let's list 10 to 20. Well, wherever my screen input is, it's P mode 1. And, excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. I'm not answering it. But if you're using previous color computer stuff and you're in width 80, your graphics will not run. And I was like, this is problem after problem after problem. And I said it has to have something to do with either the chip that I was using, because here we have a chip selection, and one of the chips is faster by a little bit. I thought it could be that, but it was this width 80 thing, and I don't know what the standard is here. I don't know what this is. So apparently when you alter the text screen, you also alter your graphics screen, and I have to look into that on the CoCo 3 book as well. So there's a whole Pandora's box here of things that are coming at me, but I'm handling them pretty well. And it's just frustrating because I'm trying to operate a 40-something-year-old computer without manuals and with limited knowledge of this computer. So it's a little frustrating. I have to iron out all these details, and once I do, I'm going to stick to this platform from now on. I'm not going to be using GP or X-Row anymore. Okay, so let's run this program in double speed. It's not going to hit double speed until after we input all of the sprites and IO stuff that comes prior to the game, and then once that is done, then it kicks into double speed. Because if I do it prior, we're doing IO stuff, importing. Well, you know what? Let me pause. Let me show you the directory again real quick, so you know what I'm talking about here, so you can see what I'm talking about. Sprites data, numbers data, weapons data, those are all being imported first, and the bin is the background graphics, and this all has to do, it's not saving and loading, but it's loading. So I think that if I put the poke first, it would affect this. So I'm doing it after we load all these other files down here. The other thing is there a way, if I hit end, which is break, okay, is there a way that I could program in, like, if you hit the break and you break out of the program, they have a way to poke the slow down poke. Is there a way to do that? Because if someone breaks out of this program, we're still in high speed. And if they try to save or load something, it could get corrupted. How do I, there's got to be a way that I can put in my code, and it's not, if you hit the break key, then we apply the slow down poke. That's technical. There's got to be a way to do that. I don't know how. I don't know any of the control, like the arrow keys and things like that. I don't know. I know there's a way, but I don't know how to do it. So let's run this, and what I've been doing is applying all the sprites to data files. The only one that's left is the dodge. This is the last graphic I had to do, was the dodge. And then I hit again, we have the life heart. And those are the only two that are not programmed in yet. So we go into the training hall. And now we're in double speed. Okay? And I'm going to tell you that this looks a lot better than GP, because I guess these are the true colors, and we have a bigger screen and it looks better. I can tell you that the only thing that's not done is what level you're on, which is going to go over here on the right orange box up here. The score functions, I just need to put the level in, and I need to finish this up, and then I'm going to upload this to the archive so you guys can play it. This is just a training stage, and I know people are going to like this. So, anyways, it's still slow, but it's not as slow as it was. It was ridiculously slow before. So this is an improvement, if you can imagine that. And when I shoot the arrow, it has a better sound. It sounds like a computerish sound now. I don't know if it's the double speed or what, but I'm going to shut up for a minute here so you can hear the sound effects. I have some intro music going on, which you probably already heard. And now We're going to shoot this one. And when it hits the target, you're going to hear a sound, a jingle, and I missed the target, and the score will go up. I just have to back up a little bit more. I didn't even hit it that time either. I got to go closer, I guess. You can jump over things like this, or you can jump straight up, or you can crouch like this, okay? So we're going to hit this target, hopefully this time. And you hear that jingle. Your score goes up by 10 points. Now there's a dart at our feet here. And if I get hit, it pushes us back, and it's going to keep taking life off until we get pressed up against the wall. And I lost a significant amount of energy, so I'm going to jump over it this time. And you get 15 points for that. Once you do jump over it, now you have a spear coming at your head here. So you can see the spear on the right-hand side. This is where I stopped prior to coming over to VCC. I had done this on X-Roar, but I'm going to be finishing this up. And once you dodge the spear, all you have to do is dodge the spear. And you're going to get whatever, 15 points for that would bring you up to 50 points. So that's your score for this level. And then you'll go on to level 1. So that's it for right now. But as soon as I finish the spear, put the level over here, it's going up to the archive for anyone to play. And I'm going to shoot these arrows so you can hear what they sound like. And I think it's pretty cool. I had to change the color of the arrow because it was blending in with everything. So I had to work that out and change the little triangle on the bottom to a dart, which is what it was supposed to be in the first place. And now when the arrow hits a target, it stops. It doesn't go through the target. So this is all I have right now for you. And just hold on a little bit longer, and I'm going to get this up to the archive with my other 2 games. I have Tales of Suburbia demo up there, which you can play virtually or download. And then Ghost Saga is also up there. This is going to be my 3rd entry. And once I get this demo up there, I'm going to upload the full version of Tales of Suburbia and then work on finishing this and do some high-res graphics, which I started to do, but I didn't get very far. Thank you for the graph paper. I forgot the person's name. Bob Emery, I think it was. I don't know any of these people, but thank you, everyone. And I got the graph paper. Even the system operator from the archive reached out to me and let me know that he had gotten the graph paper. So everyone is working together, and I like to see this. It helps out. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you back as soon as this demo is ready to go out. And then when Tales of Suburbia is ready. And then after that, it'll be, high res. I'll do something in high res with colors. All right. Okay, thank you for watching, and take care.